Hello, I'm Miranda Bradley.
And I'm Michael Bratu with your CAV-TV news for Thursday, October 23rd.
The last lecture series continued last Tuesday with Dr. Rachel Tye, Associate Professor of Communication. Tye's last lecture, entitled Listening to the Littlest Life Lessons from Unexpected Places, included stories from Disney movies such as Harry Potter and Scooby-Doo. Her children and Jimmy Buffer were also inspirations for her lecture. Brittany Robinson was there.
Rachel Tye, Department Chair of Communication Studies. How do you feel like your lecture went tonight?
I feel like it went well partly because it's over. And that's an important thing. I hope it went well. People seem to be enjoying it. Very few people fell asleep, even though it was late. But it's hard talking about things that are important and relevant to you personally, and so I hope it worked for everybody else.
So were you nervous when you went up there tonight?
Oh my God. I did not come to hear Brian Will speak for a reason. It was not, yes, I couldn't schedule it. It was because I didn't want to have to live up to what I saw. Yes, I was very nervous. And like I said when I got up, I don't know if it was because it was supposed to be your last lecture or if it was because it was so personal that it was so hard to write. But yeah, it was hard to write, and I am soaked with sweat. Absolutely.
After much anticipation, Crockett Hall reopened its door for the first time since 2000. The 84-year-old building was being used as a pole farm, dormitory, and morgue, just to name a few. The building now houses the Office of Admissions, Financial Aid, Academic Advising, Retention, the Registrar, and the Cashier's Office. Marshall Bradley and Simon Henry took a tour of the building.
Hey, I'm Marshall, and I'm standing outside of Crockett, and after 10 years, the building is finally reopened, and it's supposed to be a lot more convenient for students. So we're about to go take a tour, so let's go. Tammy agreed to give us a tour of Crockett Hall, so I'm going to hand the mic over to Tammy, and she's going to give us a tour.
Thank you. When you first come into Crockett Hall here, you can come in through two main doors, one on my right and one on my left, and it'll bring you into the main lobby of Crockett Hall. This main lobby is a waiting room right outside the Office of Financial Aid. And the good thing is all the people in financial aid are finally together as one unit. So we'll see if we can find somebody back here. We have Bill Wendell back here as the Director of Financial Aid.
Hello, how are we?
Bill, what are your thoughts on the new building?
I love it. As is mentioned, we're all in one area now, so it's very convenient for the students. It's very convenient for us to get access to what we need.
It allows us to be able to provide students more better service that they deserve.
It's so much better than we ever expected. It's more student friendly, more customer friendly. It's just it's nice to have everyone in the same place finally.
Before you get to admissions, you'll come to the Office of Advising and Retention. Elizabeth Steele, Diane Silver, and my office is in here. We advise students in every capacity.
It's beautiful. It's a lovely place, and they've done a great job with the furnishings and almost every aspect of the building. I think it really is a student-friendly space. But the best thing about Crockett Hall is Tammy Hale.
You can see who's in here. We'll just kind of peek in there. I don't think we were supposed to be in there, but that's okay. When the parents and the prospective students come into the building, they'll come right here to this window, and they won't actually go back into this part. This is where the admissions counselors are. They'll come here, and the admissions counselors will come out here, and they'll take them to the guests to one of the two interview rooms. There's an interview room over here that the admissions counselors and parents and students can go into. This is Catherine Staller's office. She is the cashier here at the college, and most people think that she has the best office on campus because she can see the gardens that are soon to be. Over here is where usually a work study will sit. Nobody's home, so we'll go back here. And we'll find the ladies in the registrar's office.
No cameras.
The registrar's office actually has a perk that nobody else in this building has. We'll show you what that is. They have a porch. They actually can come out here. It's kind of cold out here now. But if there were tables and chairs or benches out here, they could come out here and have their lunch. And on back through here is where the actual registrar's office is. The registrar, Sheila Cox Combs' office is over here. Okay, coming outside of Crockett Hall, we finally have two flagpoles right outside of Crockett Hall, the U.S. flag and the Virginia state flag. Here are the ladies in the cashier's office finally coming to work.
We're coming back.
We've been in your office.
Hello.
And we'll keep walking on around. Keeping in mind they still have to plant the grass, they still have to plant the shrubs, the trees. But there's a brand new sidewalk that goes completely all the way around Crockett Hall. There's a porch area that's right outside the registrar's office. A large hole, benches all the way around, and little shrubs are starting to come in. And the sidewalk kind of connects one end of campus all the way down to the other end of campus now. So what's your opinion of Crockett Hall?
Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful building. It's much nicer than Smitty was previously, and for sure it's gonna really be a jewel for the campus for many years.
The parking lot here used to be faculty and staff. It no longer will be faculty and staff parking. This will be 15-minute parking and parking for handicap, ADA, and for guest parking. So no faculty, no staff, and no students will be able to park in this parking lot.